it. We're heading out on morning 2, leaving our little mysterious fireplace. Wonderful little camping area to the lovely blue lake, and heading out for hopefully a day of beautiful views on the Continental Divide. It's about 8:30. Kind of had a leisurely morning, but 6 miles. Even if we average a mile an hour, that puts us there early afternoon. This section of the trail has had lake after lake after lake. It's stunning. For times like this, when the trail is a little bit small, these cairns are super helpful just to let you know that you're heading in the right direction and that you're not off course. Just hit a part where we're going down. The downs feel so easy after up parts. I'm going up, 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 but with wonderful views. Having snacks in a field of wildflowers, and I just can't help but thinking that my daughter would have a blast making bouquets from this pretty field. I think we're well over 12,000 feet. The air is thinner, so it's hard to breathe, but it's beautiful. We're making our way up to the highest point on this loop, but all around us is just a miraculous view. It's getting windy. Hard to breathe, but I think we're nearing the top. I think we're going up there and then back down. Oh. This is the part where, for me, it can start to feel hopeless and like we are stupid people for doing something like this. It's beautiful, but it's hard. And having Jolly Ranchers in my pocket makes it less hard. It's time for another Jolly Rancher. We've just gone over the high point and we're coming down, but look at this valley that we're going going down into, I think our camp is somewhere up there at the headwaters. Getting the hardest part of a really hard hike behind you is kind of like finishing labor. There's a sense of like, oh, I'm finally done. It's amazing the difference before and after getting past that high point. Came up from a riverbed and followed the trail, and then all of a sudden we couldn't find the trail. And we've been kind of mucking around in this little forest for about 10 minutes trying to go in the general direction that we know the trail is supposed to go. And it looks like maybe we've found a little trail, so we're gonna try it. The one we thought we found a minute ago was not it, but now we think, because we think we see a pathway through those yellow marshy things, and then there's trail here, so we think we've gotten back on it. I guess we'll soon know. There's scat here on the trail. We are still following the trail that we think is the trail, and it's not very great. Well, I'm sitting here. We came down to the tree line so that we could at least have some shade. And then once we sat down, Doug actually looked up on the hill and thought he saw a trail marker, like maybe a cairn or something. And so he went up that direction and he just disappeared from my view. So he was going to confirm that there was a trail, and then I guess drop his pack and come back and tell me. So right now, here's my view. Well, sitting update number 2. I am now, after looking at our map, I think we should have just maintained our same elevation, but been going along. Doug found a fire ring earlier. It wasn't a cairn. We met back up. He told me what he found, and he's going to see. So I'm sunburned, I know that much. I do feel really just used up by the sun. And I'm having my favorite beef jerky from Costco. Pork jerky, actually, not beef jerky. But once he comes back and we kind of regroup a little bit, I think we might just try to make our way up the hill and find the trail. It's just kind of really like there's a marshy spot. Like, it's just hard without a trail, and we can do it. We don't really want to be out in the sun using up all our energy to make our own trail. So I saw Doug up 2 ridges away probably 30 minutes ago, and he was walking towards the forest, and so I'm afraid that he mistook where I am in the forest. I've looked for him for 15 or 20 minutes and I can't see him anymore. I moved my pack out to the edge of the trees, and now I'm gonna move his pack out to the edge of the trees. And then I think what I'm gonna do is grab my pack and start walking toward camp and hope that I meet up with him and leave his pack in an obvious place so that he can come back and get it. But right now it's just in this random spot in the forest. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm starting to get worried and nervous that either maybe he had a sunstroke, or maybe he's just looking in the wrong part of the forest, and maybe he's worried too. So here goes. Oh, praise the Lord. I just saw him and he saw me. So I'm just gonna wait over here for him. I'm so relieved. Back together. And we were down in those trees over there, and we're resting here. here, but then we're gonna go up the hill and over because our camp is back over somewhere that direction. I misread the map partway through. I thought the whole way down was downhill, but it's like down and then it flattens out the last mile or so, which is what we're in. So thankfully we're together, and we think we have about a mile or less. From way down over there, up, around, and we're still not on the trail, but we've at least made it across the sunny patch, and we're gonna be able to sit in the shade of this tree, which is what we've been waiting for. We're sitting down in the shade of these trees, and I decided to just run up the hill and see if we could find the trail. I thought it might be up behind those trees, and so I was running, and all of a sudden I realized I was on it. It's right here. And so we can get to camp. I feel like crying. I'm very thankful. We're passing a bunch of little springs, and I think each of these springs contributes to the headwaters of the Conejos. We're exhausted. We're just glad that we found the trail and that we're gonna be in the right spot for tonight. Daisies were our wedding flower, so it feels even more special since this is our 20th wedding anniversary trip. Makes me happy to see all these sweet little daisies by the trail. I think we're gonna find a spot maybe near these trees. We'll be the inhabitants of the valley tonight with whatever animals decide to come out and join us. I'm feeling so thankful that we found the trail. Before we sign off for the night, I just wanted to show this is our view. It's amazing. I'm super thankful to be here. It's our last night in the San Juans. That was just down beneath that valley, down here behind these trees, was where we were just lost. And we were talking while we ate dinner about how it's a good metaphor for the Christian life, that if you feel like you're just wasting your energy and not getting anywhere, and you don't know if you're doing what's right, it's so frustrating. But how much joy there is in just knowing that your feet are on the right trail. The minute both of us stepped on the trail, it was like tears sprung to our eyes, like, so thankful. And it's a good thing for life that if you know you're on the right trail, it still can be hard. The trail we did today was hard, but knowing that you're actually on the right trail makes all the difference. And wandering and wondering if you're getting anywhere, or if you're about to come up against a cliff, or you don't even know what you're doing. I'm very thankful for the way that God leads us, and I do want to keep my feet in His Word and resting on Him. Just like I've been thinking about this verse, you know, find your joy in Him at all times. And I just want to do that. I want to find joy in the fact that I'm on His trail, even if it's hard, because the truth is everybody's trail is hard. No human gets an easy trail, but we can look at other people's trails, especially if we're the ones up on the cliff and they seem to be down in a green valley at this moment, and we go, oh, they have it so easy. But everybody has hard spots on their trail, but the real kicker is, are you on the trail that he has for you? And it's just something, we sat down to dinner and he said, you know, I was thinking, and he started saying all that, and it was exactly what I had been mulling on the walk over, just like, it's so good to know you're on the trail even when it's hard. So with that, we're gonna go to sleep pretty soon. It's 7. He's filtering water, and just feeling very thankful that we made it. Good night.